Good morning, students. I'm back again. Today, we are going to continue our discussion of chapter 10, okay, our environment, okay. So, today in this session, we are going to discuss the land as well as the water pollution, all right. So, land pollution, the causes, effects, and the prevention of land pollution. In the previous session, we had discussed about the air pollution. This time, we're going to talk about land and water pollution and what are the steps that can be taken to protect the environment. Okay, what are the steps that can be taken to protect the environment? So, the first is causes of land pollution. Now, a lot of waste is being dumped here and there by all of us. So, that is one of the causes of land pollution. Now, that waste is not actually properly dumped, so that is causing the land pollution. Also, the industrial waste is being dumped improperly, and the landfills where all the waste is getting collected, where it has to be, where all the waste is getting collected, they are also not maintained properly. So it is leading to a lot of land pollution. Why? Because a lot of waste is just getting collected over and over. Then next is spraying the fertilizers. These fertilizers are very harmful for the soil. They contain a lot of chemicals. They are not very nice for the soil, and this spoil the quality of the soil. The soil spoil the fertility of the soil, right? So spraying of fertilizers also leads to land pollution. Why? Because it's damaging the quality as well as the fertility of the soil. Then we talk about what are the effects of the land pollution. If we put so many fertilizers, put so many chemicals, if we put so many waste on the soil, waste in the soil, it will definitely lead to soil erosion, and the animals will end up eating all these waste from the garbage. They will end up eating the plastics, they will choke and they will die, they will fall sick. Then, if we put all these chemicals in the soil, what will happen due to that? Due to that, so deforestation, that is cutting down of trees in large numbers. If we cut down the trees in large numbers, what will happen? The soil, the top soil will be washed away by the rain, or it will be blown away by the wind, which is called soil erosion. So the topmost soil, which is the most fertile, is being washed away or blown away by the wind. That is the soil erosion, is also an effect of the land pollution. Then animals fall sick when they eat that dirt, they waste everything from whatever we have done, they fall sick. Then we talk about the prevention of land pollution. Okay, what are the ways to prevent land pollution? We should reduce the amount of waste that we generate every day. Every household is generating a huge amount of waste, so we should cut down that waste. Second is reuse. Whatever you can reuse, be it plastic bottles, be it glass bottles, be it containers, whatever you can reuse, try to reuse it. Don't throw it. Okay. Natural fertilizers. Now, this is very important. Natural fertilizers will improve the quality of the soil as well. It will not cause long land pollution. Sorry about that. It will not cause land pollution. So, natural fertilizers should be used instead of the chemical fertilizers which are causing the land pollution. Coming to the water pollution now. What are the causes of water pollution? This is very common and it's very easily understandable. A lot of industries are generating this waste water, dirty water, right? And they are all just dumping it into the rivers. So that is causing the water pollution. Secondly, the agricultural runoff. Now, again, when we put these pesticides, fertilizers, chemicals into the soil, whenever it rains, along with the rain or along with the soil, that water or the pesticides also get washed away and they enter the rivers, lakes, etc. Right? So that agricultural runoff which is being added to the water is spoiling the quality of water. It is causing water pollution. It is acting as a pollutant. Then the other reasons are bathing in rivers, washing clothes in rivers. Obviously, that will also pollute the water. What are the effects of water pollution? Plants and animals are dying now when the water is becoming so dirty. The level of oxygen in the water is decreasing. That is why the aquatic animals are dying. When all the waste is dumped in the water, the aquatic animals end up choking these plastics, etc., which is dumped in the river. So they end up choking and dying. Whenever you put this water becomes dirty. When you put this dirty water in the plants, if you put this dirty water in the plants, it will also die. The plants will also die. then it will also lead to diseases like typhoid, diarrhea, etc. So water pollution is very harmful for us. Now, what are the ways in which we can prevent this water pollution? First is treat the industrial wastewater. Whatever waste is being generated, wastewater is being generated by the industry, it should be first treated. Okay, first it should be treated so that it is fit, and then it should be dumped into the rivers. Okay, and the amount of toxicity or the amount of dirt that it has, we should try to reduce it. Okay, avoid washing clothes and bathing in rivers. These are the certain steps that we can take to prevent water pollution. Now, this was about land pollution, water pollution. Now we talk about protecting the environment. These are the causes, these are the problems. Again, every day we are facing these problems. So how do we protect our environment? So for that, what are we going to do? Now, every year we celebrate World Environment Day on 5th of June. Why do we celebrate this day? Just to spread this awareness, to save our environment, to take steps to save our environment, and together the world comes together, joins their hand together. Why? In order to save the environment, right? Because it is very necessary at this point. Then the other thing that we can do is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Follow the 3 R's. Reduce the waste, reuse whatever is possible, recycle whatever is possible. Reduce the amount of waste you are generating in your house. You can do it in your house as well. Reuse whatever plastic containers, glass containers, instead of throwing them, just reuse them till the time you can. Recycle. Recycle the things. Whatever you can recycle, try to recycle it and use it again. Okay, then you have afforestation. Obviously, if you plant more and more trees, you will add more and more oxygen, you will add more and more clean air to the environment. So you will be able to save the environment, right? So these are few steps which we can take to protect our environment. And that's all for today's session. Thank you so much. Take care and stay safe.